Listen, your environment is probably holding you back from the potential that you are likely to achieve. For me, I had the same problem. I've had two great setups in my, I can't even say my lifetime, but in there, since I started this YouTube journey, and I'm not gonna lie, there was benefits and there was cons with it. But I'm gonna tell you why it's important, like why your, or better say, why your environment is so important. So first off, when I say my name is Johan Rivas, aka R the Goon. So talk about self-improvement, fitness, mindset, and transforming your life, discipline. That's what I was built on through football, wrestling, and just lifting the last 6 years. So let's get into it. So the importance of your environment. This is where you really sit down and work. Your environment is a place where you're able to put in your focus, your time, and your discipline to create in whatever craft. For me, it's making content on mindset, discipline, fitness, and transformation. That's my topics. For you, it could be something else. For you, it could be e-commerce, could be trading, whatever it is. But no matter what, you need to have a solid foundation when it comes to your environment. With me, I'm going to talk about my environment story, what happened. So first off, when I first dropped out of college, it's about to be a year in like 6 days. So before, let's start with the college setup. I remember back my freshman year, probably put like a little clip of my first video here, but I was sitting, I had two desks in my room. One I had where I had my place in and everything. So I knew that desk was strictly for me to enjoy, watch TV, play the game, whatever it was. And my other desk was strictly just for work, whether it was schoolwork, content work, or even whatever it was. That's when I was first starting out my content creation and all that. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, this shit might be a little too loud. I might bring down the volume, but with that desk, I sat down and I was able to focus, do disciplined work, deep focused work, whether it's an hour, 2, 3. And one thing I enjoyed about that, like that environment was, it was so hard for me to get distracted. I would be so motivated. It's like once I sat down, my alter ego kicked in. I'm like, all right, straight work. And when I moved here back to Jersey, I'll probably post like little clips here. I used to work in my dining room. So my dining room, we have a long table and there's one seat by the windows. And I used to work there. And when I first moved in, yeah, it used to work tremendously. I was able to sit down, work at night because my father worked night shift. My stepmom, she would be asleep. So nobody be awake and I would be able to grind and do what I had to do. But after I got a job, everything changed. Yes, I still sat there a couple times and I was able to get some work done, but it would be before work. And yeah, sometimes the house is empty and quiet, but then sometimes I'll get distracted by other things, whether it's my cell phone, whether it's, somebody else coming in the crib talking to me, even the sunlight, the TV. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, things like that, you may not think like, oh yeah, your willpower should be stronger. Yes, 100%, your willpower should be stronger. And so is mine. But over time, as you keep having constant distractions, constant temptations, you're bound to fall to them. So then that's why I had to make the change. And it's funny, believe it or not, like you might be in the same scenario, whether it's in your room, whether it's in your living room, like maybe you have an opportunity where you're able to change your environment, your setup, right? And I would definitely say, go ahead and do it, because I came across a video from Alex Hormozi, and I don't remember exactly, it was a couple of days ago that I had seen before I even made this. And it was basically him talking about how he, if I'm not, I could be wrong, but he was talking about how he would rent a space. I don't know if it was to rent a space to business owners or to his workers, but they'll rent a space, get a deep room, like a deep, dark room, a quiet, dark room, literally put the person in there, and literally they will have no distractions, and they can sit down 10, 8, 6, 12 hours a day and just grind, do the work they got to do. So then that sparked an idea into my head, because literally the last couple times that I've sat up there, it's like I have not been focused. Like literally before I went on vacation, I remember I sat down to do some work and I couldn't. I got distracted, and honestly, my attention span has definitely become worse because of work. One, because of work and me using my phone. Literally when I'm at work, since I'm working maintenance and throwing out garbage all day, it's like I'm in the elevator, sometimes I hop on social media without even realizing it, and just fucking getting constant dopamine hits. And even with recently with me waking up, like sometimes I wake up, my girl call me, and I hop on the phone and then shit, lose my distraction. But that's on me, that's my willpower. So I gotta also build my environment and my willpower to subtract those distractions. But subtracting that, he said you get them into a dark room, whatever. So I was like, you know what, I have a corner in my basement. Literally, my closet is right here. My closet right here in my room. I share my room with my little brother. So it's like, before I moved out of college, I had my shit up there, but then it didn't work. Whatever I left, he took some space, whatever. So brought my closet down here. I'm like, yo, I have this little corner where I could just set up everything. And let me just show it to you guys. Literally, little corner. Got my MacBook there. I'm using the MacBook box to hold it up as a tripod for my camera. Got my monitor back there, my tripod, as you can see there, for my phone. Literally made it a lot of pieces of content, and honestly, I like this so much better. It's literally by a wall, so literally I'm either looking at my monitor, my MacBook, or straight at the wall. And honestly, that's the best way to go about it. So let's say with your setup, you have somewhere where, let's say it's your room. Yeah, let's say you have one desk, but then that desk, you also sit down to play video games and that, you'll be more tempted to want to turn on your P5, your PC, your Xbox to want to play the games. It's going to throw you off course. And like I said, I've had that environment too. My sophomore year of college, I tried to do the same thing. Yes, I was able to be disciplined with the work because that's when I'm like, all right, I'm about to drop out of college. Like, I really got to lock in. But then still, I will get hit with the temptations of wanting to play the game. And it's normal. It's nothing wrong with you. So that's why you had to make that change. That's how I did it. I brought everything down here. And this is the second day. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like my focus has been tremendously upgraded. Yesterday I sat down, and this is also a call to action for anybody that wants to, but yesterday I sat down and made a whole coaching application. I was reviewing my plans because going into the new year's, and I need to solidify my plans, solidify my systems, because I'm trying to be successful. I'm not trying to be stuck working an actual job my entire life, build my money, pay off my student debt, and get the fuck about the country. And I was working on my fitness applications, reviewing my systems and all that. And just in case anybody's interested in getting one-on-one training with me, so right now I'm focused more on the fitness. So yes, with a benefit of the fitness application, coaching application, I'll be teaching some mindset and discipline stuff while I'm coaching you. But right now I'm mainly focused on fitness. I'm pulling back right now the mindset protocol because I want to put some improvements to it, change it up a little bit before I release it again. But that's what I sat down and I was working on. And honestly, it felt amazing. Like, I was not distracted, even though, yeah, I had one of the temptations with me down here, but it did not distract me at all. I was so focused, and you could say I was motivated. And yes, I'm not going to tell you always rely on motivation, but motivation can help you start things. You should always use motivation to help you. You should use motivation to help you start things. And honestly, it's a tremendous life hack. But after doing that, bringing my setup down here, I can tell you the benefits to it. So I'm going to relate it to you. Like I said, say you're in your room, you don't have a room, your living room, whatever. Try to find a dark corner in your crib, anywhere. Like, let's say, with me, I was fortunate. The desk was my little brother's desk that he put in the garage. I took it. But if, let's say, you don't have the desk or whatever, let's say you have a computer in your crib, try to grab a chair and just find a corner. Find somewhere where your family won't distract you at all. Set up there and just work. Literally, sooner or later in the future videos, you're gonna see, and the wall behind, I'm gonna start sticking up. Where's my notebook at? I have my notebook. I'm gonna start ripping out papers and sticking it to the wall because I want to have the goals. Because, like I said, 2026 is coming up, and I'm really trying to improve myself. Even with that being said, me dropping out of college not that long ago, I want to have some goals and stuff like that. But find yourself a corner. Set up there, and literally that's gonna eliminate a lot of your focus. Let's say, okay, you can't do it in your crib. Try to find a library near you. Let's say if you're in university, I remember in college, the libraries, the little rooms, they had a whiteboard and everything. If you can find something like that, do it. Backyard, outside, park, Starbucks, whatever it is. Find a location where you can truly focus, sit down and do focus work. Even if you have to get 2 pair of headphones to put it in, AirPod, whatever it is, put it on noise cancellation and focus on building your work, because the benefits you get from it is actually ridiculous. First off, you eliminate distractions. Distractions and temptations is the number one thing that's going to stop you from doing deep focus work. It's what kills your momentum. I know you've had it where, let's say you're going 30 minutes an hour, maybe an hour and a half. You're going so crazy with your deep focus work, and then a little distraction comes, and you fall for it, whatever. You entertain the distraction and you come back and then your focus isn't the same. You had to work. It's harder to get back in that rhythm. But, once you get in that rhythm, it's amazing. This is number one thing. You do that, eliminate that distraction, you back in that rhythm, or not even getting that distraction at all. Guess what? Your rhythm's gonna go. So the better, whatever craft it is that you're working on becomes better. Second off, you're able to think more clearly. Since I said yesterday I sat down, I thought more clearly. Today, I made 2 banger ass videos, changing up the content style for the short form videos. And I ain't gonna lie, I low-key fell in love with it. I thought more clear, thought more positively, not positive, creative. Like my creative system was a lot better because I'm like, okay, I'm able to do this. Next, oh look, I created together. You think more clear, you think more creative, because all right, now you're able to think. Now you don't have that clutter from the distractions, temptations around you. Now you're able to more focus on your craft, and that should help me out tremendous. So stay tuned. The video, one of them is going to definitely be posted. Right now is December 8th, and I still have a shit ton of other videos, YouTube videos I gotta get to. I'll probably drop this first before the other ones, but with that short form video is going to be amazing. Tune in with it. Are the Goon on Instagram. On TikTok is Johan E. Rivas. But yeah, like I said, once you do that, you improve your focus. Your focus is what's really, really, really important here, because the better focus you can have, the greater the results you will have with your piece of work. I promise you. Like I said, I feel happy with the fitness application, reviewing my systems, having everything improving with the content. And it's like that focus is going to allow me to do so much better work. My deep work sessions are about to become even greater, longer. And guess what? It's going to benefit me as, gaining the rewards from it. But I'm working, not expecting outcomes, because that's how you got to do it. Kobe said it. You keep putting in the work and don't expect the results. If you put the inputs, outputs are going to come. But not only am I doing the work for the rewards that God knows is going to come, I'm giving you guys value. I'm trying to help you guys improve your life the way I did. So that's going to happen. And lastly is you changing your environment, setting it up for success. Literally, you increase your chances of success, because back in college when I had that set up, my content was going good. I was motivated to do it. Back when I was upstairs, if you go back to when I first dropped out of college around the December times, you look at those reels that I was dropping, the short form content, I was working hours. And those content reels, honestly, those were amazing. Compared to now, I'm not gonna lie, now my short form content is a little shit compared to when I first dropped. I used to do the B-roll clip, sound effects, this, that, and it was amazing. But now it's not the same. Now we're gonna get back into it. But you increase your chances of success. And I'm pretty sure if you could do everything you can to maximize your chances of success, I'm pretty sure you're going to do it, because why not become successful? Why not be the black sheep of your family and turn around your bloodline where you're able to achieve something nobody in your bloodline did? Gain that money to build financial freedom, pay off the mortgages, everything that you had to do for your family, know that. So that's all I had to say. Improve your environment. Once you improve your environment, everything else will click into place. Your inputs will become better. Your outputs will be better. 20% of the work gets you 80% of the results. Stay easy. Stay grinding. Don't overwork yourself. Eliminate distractions. Improves your focus. That being said, go grab what you deserve in life, fellas. One thing, like I said before I end the video, make sure you go check out the one-on-one coaching if you're interested in transforming yourself, whether it's building muscles, losing fat, leaning out, transforming in general. Check out the link in the description. Like I said, pulling back the mindset protocol for improvements. And that being said, go grab what you deserve in life, fellas.